If you're thinking of moving to Southwest Florida, you're going to want to watch this video, because in it, I'm going to go over what is earnest money. Now, maybe you've heard the term earnest money before, maybe you haven't. But that's why I kind of want to create this video to help educate you on the process. All right, there's a reason that most transactions involve a real estate agent, and that's to help guide you through the process. Not everyone buys and sells property on a regular basis, but guess what? A realtor is involved in that. So they help you with the contract, negotiations, and keeping everything on track for it. So real quick, earnest money, right? That's typically the deposit, put simply. It's deposit that you apply when you're offering to buy a property that shows your level of commitment. So a small amount, maybe the seller won't take your offer serious. Too large, and now you're out of money. So you always want to give enough of this earnest money to show your level of commitment to it, so they know it's a serious offer and not something wasting their time, because there is a lot of time involved with buying and selling a home, especially the negotiation process, the back and forth, and all those processes. So you just definitely keep this in mind when you're given that offer. Earnest money could also be called good faith estimate. Maybe that's a term you've heard before. But those two are basically the same, and it's just a deposit that you're giving, showing your level of commitment, put simply. With this earnest money, it is refundable, depending on how you word the contract. If you find something during your inspection period, like I don't like it, you get it back. But it also provides that seller that if you default or screw up or don't follow the contract, they actually will get that money. So that's the important part of, you got to have some skin in the game for it. And it's showing your level of commitment, so you follow the contract, and if something happens you got to pull out, you get it back. But if you don't follow the contract, then the seller gets it. So if you're a seller, it's kind of a way to, like I said before, just put a little skin in the game and have some commitment to the process. With earnest money, it can range how much you give. Sometimes it could be anywhere from 1 to 3% of the actual home value, but that determination you can make with your real estate agent. So who holds this earnest money? That's a good question, right? It could be, it's going to be a third party typically. Most of the time it's a title company, also could be an attorney. But it's a neutral party that will hold on to it to make sure that everything's followed with it. Once you give this earnest money, you can either apply it towards a down payment or other fees that are associated with a closing. You can have contingencies to be able to get it back. It could be financing, inspection, or appraisal. That it could be a loophole that you're like, hey, this doesn't meet it, so we're going to get it back, and those are contingencies. How do you protect your earnest money, your down payment, your good faith estimate? Simple. Follow the contract and meet all the timeline deadlines that are included with it. So that being said, I hope you understand now a little bit better what earnest money is. And if you're looking to move in 9 days or 90 days, shoot me a text, give me a phone call, book a Zoom call with me, because I'd love to show you around town.